Ishana is a girl who is very curious and adventurous, often on the inside, in her mind. Yeah, and she likes observing and writing songs and being out in nature. When I was growing up, I was around a lot of like Motown and rock and roll, the Beatles, Elvis, Earth, Wind and Fire, all of those bands. My stepdad would have the radio on all the time, whether in the car or in the living room. Yeah, he would collect vinyl records, and we would go through them just cleaning the house or dusting them, and he would just tell me about all these bands he used to listen to. Yeah, that was a big influence, and just to get me used to music. And also my mother would listen to a lot of Celine Dion and Enrique Iglesias and all the cheesy 90s diva stuff. So, yeah. I feel like that made me really want to sing and explore my range, and I would listen to Shania Twain when I was a kid. That was my favorite artist. Not as much her technique, but more like her songwriting and just the whole world of music. The storylines, all that. Love songs and how I see music. My main instrumental influence would be Lights. She's a Canadian artist that I really like. She pretty much stays with general chord progressions, but she has acoustic albums that are really beautiful. And more on the production side of it, I think it's arrangers who help her out behind the scenes, but there's beautiful strings and really soft keys and synths and like soft kick drums, and it's really beautiful. Yeah. My first time playing an instrument, I was 13, I believe. I had a small guitar that my mom had gotten me from Toys R Us, and it was a 3/4 size guitar, and it sounded like plastic. I played it for the whole evening after coming back from school every day until my fingers bled, and it was the funnest thing in the world. When I was 16 years old, I was in high school, and I really wanted to do the talent show at my last year of high school, but the auditorium had burnt down. There was a fire at Christmas, on Christmas break. The talent show had gotten cancelled for that year, so I went to the music teacher of the school and I asked, they built a little stage in the middle of the hall, and some people would perform during recess or whatever. I was a very shy person, so I was afraid, but I went up anyway, and I had a little keyboard that they put there, and I just sang a few songs, and the audio quality was horrible, but I remember my friends were really proud of me, and they were looking from the mezzanines. It was an experience that made me grow, so yeah. Yeah, so my first recording experience was in a friend's basement. She's an older lady, she's very, very nice, and she's always been super supportive of me. I think I sang some covers and an original. I wanted to send that original to Celine Dion. She was looking for people to write songs for her. That didn't happen, but it was very fun. It was a very nice studio. I don't think I've seen a studio before that. So I was impressed with the equipment. And her husband was so nice also. He let me play with all the gadgets, and he showed me all around, and it was very nice because she ended up crying, and she often cries when I'm singing, and I think that's the nicest thing, when I can reach people.